Hello everyone and welcome in. Second game of the doubleheader here tonight. It is the IU Southeast Grenadiers versus the IU Columbus Red Pride. Grenadiers come in at 6-7 overall, 1-3 in conference. Crimson Pride, much like the men's team that we saw earlier tonight, 2-13, 0-4 in conference. Grenadiers.
Yeah. Another first-year program looking to get a jump start here with a much-needed win, while IU Southeast here looks to continue their momentum. As 23 is getting ball movements to 24, it's going to be interesting to see how this game goes.
Grenadiers have been playing well as of late. Went on a little 4-game winning streak before falling to Ohio Christian. Were able to win as there's a long three just off, rebounded by Lindsey Warner.
Yeah, what a good play there. I mean, it's always good to get started off with a solid bucket.
A little too far from the pass from Warner. That'll be out of bounds, but will stay with the Grenadiers. It'll be Carly Sweeney to pass it in. She'll find Taylor Treat. Pass over to Warner, back to Treat. Treat for three.
Fits.
And gets the home bounce.
Man, what great ball movement there by the Grenadiers. You'd love to see a great start there. Just out the gate running.
Grenadiers have changed their style of play from early in the season, playing much more aggressive. Perhaps maybe that's a runoff of head coach Derek Sims. This is his first year coaching the women's team. Was an assistant coach on the men's team in the past. We got 5 seconds left on the shot clock for the Pride. Good job by the Grenadiers to slow down the offense as that is rebounded by the Crimson Pride. Offensive rebound.
Not the greatest look there by the Pride, but they're looking to bounce back here with a solid three by number one. Wow.
Grenadiers not able to pull away. That one shot puts the Pride within two, but Treat's going to pass it over to Lexi Starr. Lexi Starr screen set by Warner. Long pass out to Wilson for three. McKenna Wilson for three. Grenadiers get that right back, they lead 8-3.
This may be too early of an assumption, but I have a feeling that just off the rip of this game, tonight might be another shootout, just like the men's game was, in which we saw a high-scoring effort from two teams. Currently, it's 1-0 Grenadiers in terms of the series, with the men's team picking up that win. But the women's team for the Pride will be looking to at least make that 500 in their hopes, as 13 drains a bucket there with some good ball movement.
Cora Baker able to score there as Taylor Treat will bring it up. Pass out to Warner. Over to Starr. Starr thought about a three, won't take it. Pass out to Warner. Warner's going to drive up, pass out to Treat, over to Sweeney for three. Just off, rebounded by Starks.
Tough miss, but you got to love the ball movement here early. They're really doing a good job at spacing the floor.
Grenadiers are a good three-point shooting team. Carly Sweeney, one of their best, as Starks will take a three there and hit it.
Wow, what a look.
And just like that, we are all tied up at 8. Treat not able to get through their highly contested shot as they'll pass over to Starks. Starks looks for a lane, will drive, shot.
Solid D there by the Grenadiers. It's shaping up to be a thriller early on in this game. We have great ball movement by both teams, and they're just answering back at each other with these threes. Just players off to hot starts. You love to see a game like this.
And Starks will be sent to the line after the foul by Wilson. And she'll miss her first in and out.
Yeah, free throws are really going to be the name of the game here. With just how this game has started, it seems that both these teams can shoot the tray pretty well. But, when it comes to driving and drawing those fouls, I feel like the game changer here could be just who, and I mean just who, makes those free throws.
And pass out to Sweeney by the sideline. Over to Warner, right under the basket. Pass out to Treat for three. Off the end. Treat able to get her own rebound. Can she stay with it? Pass out to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to take the three and shoot it. Carly Sweeney for three.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a three-point shootout already. And there's only 6 minutes. It's 11-8 Grenadiers.
A lot of longer passes from the Pride so far, as Tatlock is going to drive up, and she'll make the 2. As Treat, once again, will be the one to bring it up for the Grenadiers.
Yeah, as they go in transition here.
Star for 3, just off. Rebounded by Collins.
Yeah, it makes you wonder here, who is going to pop off tonight? In the last game we saw from the IU Southeast Grenadiers, Lane Lauterball dropped a 36 bomb on the Pride. And, with that,
Wilson will take her 3, and McKenna Wilson for 3. That's her second made 3. She's got 6 points in the early goings of the contest, and the Grenadier lead has been pushed out to 4.
Yeah, I wish I had the game script here. I'd love to know who is going to be the X factor in this game.
It's like we have Grace Stapleton checking in, as Collins just able to keep her foot there. Tatlock's going to drive up, and a foul called.
She'll go to the line. Up. Seems not before a timeout, though.
An immediate timeout.
It's pretty early for a timeout in this game, don't you think?
Well, with it being quarters and not just a half, they'll do some media timeouts through. To the foul by Treat. It'll be Trinity Tatlock at the line. She'll miss her first. The Grenadiers do currently lead 14-10, looking to pull away here early in the first quarter. And she'll miss them both. Be rebounded by Jessie Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood is a player to watch for the Grenadiers. Very good three-point shooter, has put up some very good numbers for the Grenadiers this season, and she'll get the pass from Starr.
Yeah, besides this good ball movement right here, that certainly wasn't the Starr Tatlock wanted on the other team. Number 32, missing both of those 3 throws. That was definitely not.
Starr's going to drive up, and she'll be fouled, and one! Lexi Starr able to get under the basket.
Man, what a look by Lexi Starr there. That was just some great ball vision right there. Going in for the cut seemed to pay off pretty well, and she'll go in for the and-one.
There will be a substitution here.
We have 23 coming in for 32.
It'll be Isis Donaldson. And Lexi Starr, one of the more fun defensive players to watch for the Grenadiers. Plays very aggressive, in-your-face defense. Has caused a lot of turnovers. Great move. Caused the N1. Grenadiers now lead by 7. And after the excitement and kind of nail-biter that the men's game was, I'd love to see the ladies kind of pull away, have a nice, easy end of the night.
Yeah, you'd think. A 2-0 ending for the Grenadiers would be ideal here. However, with how the last game kept us on our toes, it's kind of proven a theme here in that even though this is a first-year basketball program, they are not to be undermined or underestimated, as these hoopers know how to hoop.
Starr shot no good, and they'll call Stapleton out of bounds as she tried to recover there. As Ella Brown will check in, it'll be Wilson to get a well-deserved break. Wilson, very impressive, from three-point territory so far tonight.
Yeah, now this game has really started off hot from the three. Just players all over just draining these crazy shots. It makes you think how the game's going to go, but at the end of the day, we'll see in this upcoming quarters.
Kind of pass back and forth between McFarland and Collins trying to get the ball up the court. They'll pass it over to Starks. Starks has made a big three so far.
Solid ball movement here is the
pass
name
over
of the
to Collins.
game.
Collins, deep three, just off. Warner there for the rebound. She'll drive up the court.
Definitely a really confident take there. Very contested. Don't know if I necessarily agree with the shot, but then again, I could see the vision.
And a turnover. I believe the official called it to be Columbus ball. I think that is the wrong call, as it was clearly knocked out of bounds by a member of the Red Pride, but the call will stand without too much question, as a couple of passes. McFarland will have it pass over to Donaldson. We'll have to pass it back to Starks. Starks back over to Donaldson.
Wow, this is just some crazy ball movement.
Moving by McFarland.
The Pride are doing a great job at spacing out their floor and finding those open looks. They can't quite finish quite yet, but it's
5 seconds
early
on the shot clock
game
for the Pride. And a foul called.
What a fall there. I'm glad the knees are all right.
Foul called on Brown. Brown has had some foul trouble, but Brown very effective in the paint due to her height. Pass out over to Starks. Back over to Collins. Reset shot clock. So the Pride are going to take their time.
Yeah, it's coming clear here that Collins is this team's sole playmaker. As there's other playmakers on this squad, but it seems that Collins seems to be the alpha of the pack, as she just keeps. There's a theme here that she just keeps receiving the ball at the top of the key. She's clearly looking for that good spacing opportunity to get the ball to her teammates for that tray or that double, just whatever they need to get those points on the board. We're sitting at 17 and 10 with 2:47 left in the first. It's a great game so far. It's very competitive.
Lily Campbell in now for the Red Pride, as it'll be Starks. Deep three is good.
Wow. What a shot.
And the Pride aren't going to go down quietly, as Lexi Starr will call a play for the Grenadiers. Long pass out to Stapleton for three. Grace Stapleton for three.
It's a three-point shootout here, folks. These scores
going pass a little too far, as IUS athletic trainer Kristen Semra will grab it, as she acknowledges her shout out on the air.
Gotta love it, gotta love it.
And Starr will once again call a play. We've seen the long pass be a staple of the Crimson Pride so far. Comes back to bite them there.
The cherry pick.
Pass back out to Brown. Over to Starr. Starr's going to drive. Pass it out over to Brown. Loses the pass for a second. Able to stay with it. She'll drive. And a foul called. Yeah, Brown gets an advantage. She has such long arms, a good wingspan, able to stay right under the basket, throw up some layups, even though she's not necessarily the tallest player on the court.
Yeah, you see, when you have a wingspan like that, it creates such versatility on the game, and you're just able to do so much on both ends of the ball, offensively and defensively. To have a player like that is a real game changer for this team.
Starr will call a play for the Grenadiers. Pass it back out to Stapleton. Stapleton, a great showing their last game here at home this weekend, as Brown not able to make that shot. Rebounded by Wernick. She'll come, turn around. Rebounded by Brown, and she'll be fouled.
Nice draw on the foul.
And one for Ella Brown.
You gotta love the effort there of all the attempts. They just keep putting it up until one goes in. It's just relentless effort, and that's going to be what wins them this game tonight if it keeps up that way.
And Starr and Werner will take a break. Carly Sweeney will enter into the game.
And we have a timeout.
Brown looking to complete the and one. She gets a lot of and one opportunities, pretty much living right in the paint.
It bounces off the rim, but it goes in for her. A lot of fouls.
And that pass able to be picked up by Collins. Pass over to Baker.
Gotta love the
over
top
to Donaldson.
pass.
Over to Collins. Collins, deep three.
Wow. Collins, she has some serious range. Pulling up from a logo, that is nuts. Pulling up from the conference sign, that's just disrespectful. Collins is in for a fun one tonight.
And Sweeney will take a deep shot of her own, and it'll bounce off the rim and off the backboard, rebounded by the Pride. Last minute of this first quarter. Grenadiers currently sit with an 8-point lead.
Yeah, 23-16, really. It's anyone's game at this point, but the Grenadiers are doing a good job of burying this Pride team in buckets, especially the threes. However, this isn't to say that the Pride aren't answering back.
And Ledgerwood called for the travel there. Seems she just got stopped up on her attempt to drive, and it will be a turnover against the Grenadiers. And we are into the last 30 seconds. Pass over to Donaldson.
Will be interesting here to see if the Pride can get off some cool play magic here as Collins looks to get another great three-point opportunity. She's been on fire tonight, and I just have a strong feeling that she's going to put up a crazy stat line with that shooting ability of hers.
Last 15 seconds. Starks looking, and a foul called. 9 seconds remain in this first quarter.
You can see all over 23's face that is not what she wanted to happen on that play. The last thing that the Grenadiers need is the common occurring theme from the last game of the Pride receiving a lead, a short one albeit.
It will be Starks at the line. And she'll make her first.
Yeah, with 9 seconds left in this quarter, we have 23-19, the Grenadiers. A fantastic first half here.
And she'll make them both, as we'll be down to the last 5 seconds. It'll be Treat to bring it up. Pass over to Stapleton. Deep three from Stapleton. Just off. Rebounded by the Pride, and that will be the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in just a second for the start of the second. Quick pass into Collins for the Pride.
Solid look there
pass
by
over to
Collins.
Starks is fouled under the basket.
Yeah, the pressure under the basket there was solid. Yeah, the fouls are coming pretty abundantly so far in this game. It will be interesting to see whether foul trouble is a problem here tonight.
Starks will be at the line. 8 points already on the night. And we do tend to see quite a few fouls in the women's games. Both teams usually just play so physically, and the Grenadiers are such an aggressive defensive team that they tend to draw a lot of fouls, but it hasn't mattered here at home as of recent, as Sweeney will pass it in to Ledgerwood. We'll bring it up for the Grenadiers. She'll drive over, looking for a lane, and she is fouled. That'll send her to the line.
Stellar defense there by Collins with just good placement in the paint. She was able to stop that before it turned into anything worse. Could have been an and one, and instead it's a potential two. I feel like that's always the better outcome for any team.
Ledgerwood, very good free throw shooter. She'll make her first, extend this Grenadier lead, but both teams playing very tightly, a 2-point contest so far. Both teams looking to pull away before halftime. Most of the time, the team with a lead at half will be the one to come away with it. Of course, last game we saw the opposite, but this Grenadier defense is so good. If they can go into half with a lead, is a great pass there and a shot that just doesn't go the Pride's way.
Yeah.
As Stapleton will pass it back out to Mills.
Tough miss, and you love the looks there, but that shot just didn't go away.
Pass out to Sweeney. Sweeney thought about a three, won't take it. She'll drive, short range, gets her own rebound. Pass out to Stapleton. Stapleton thought about a three, and they saying she stepped out of bounds. And that's the thing about this Grenadier offense that can sometimes come back to bite them. They can get rushed at times, and with a defense like this Crimson Pride has shown that is so aggressive, they can start to feel the pressure and take some shots, maybe make some passes that they shouldn't.
Something I've noticed tonight, just off of this play alone, is 23, Carly Sweeney. She's out for blood. If you've looked at her placement tonight, she's been in the right place at the right times, whether it's getting her own rebounds, setting up shots. I have a feeling that she's going to be a problem for the Pride this game.
Pass out to Stapleton in the corner. Corner three, not a glitch in the system.
The look was there.
As of so far, but Grenadiers did a good job, got to stop by forcing the travel as Donaldson will look to get past Stapleton. Stapleton, good defense so far, backing Donaldson into a corner. It'll be Collins. Collins looking to drive, but Stapleton able to take over the ball, pass it over to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood will bring it down the court. Should slow it down here. She does not have numbers, but she'll speed it up and get the and one.
Wow, that's a spin-in if I've ever seen one right there. That one kept everyone on their toes.
As Stapleton's going to check out, Starr will come in. I thought that Ledgerwood was going to slow things down. She did not have numbers on her side, but she said, I'll do it myself. Gets the shot off and has the opportunity for an and one. And she'll complete it. Grenadiers now lead 28-22. Donaldson looking to bring it up, almost stolen by Ledgerwood. She'll pass it out over to Collins. Collins looking to create some space.
Yeah, solid spacing here by the Pride.
Pass to Starks right under the basket. She'll turn, blocked by Brown. Star's right there. Pass to Sweeney. She's got a lane and one.
Going back to my point from earlier, Sweeney's just dangerous, man. In transition, you could see from right there that she's just a weapon for the Grenadiers. She could be the reason they win this game tonight.
And that's a play that we've seen a lot. These Grenadiers, they want to break fast on offense, and they got the turnover. Perfect pass over to Starr. Perfect pass over to Sweeney, who makes the play and gets the and one. She won't complete the and one, but Brown right there to get the rebound, and she'll be fouled and get an and one. Oh, my goodness. The Grenadier offense, I mean, when you got it, you got it back-to-back and ones. And Cora Baker can't believe it for the Pride, as she has 3 fouls already. She'll get subbed out.
Yeah, 3 fouls in the second quarter is just, how do I put this? Not good.
Tatlock will take her place as Brown is able to complete the and one. Grenadiers now have an 11-point lead as Donaldson will get the pass in. Quick pass over to Starks. They'll pass it to Collins. Collins almost loses it, but will stay with it.
Yeah, Starr is doing a great job at locking up Collins. she is clearly one of their defensive anchors.
It'll be McFarland looking for a lane under the basket. She'll spin, put one up, and just off, rebounded by Sweeney.
Yeah, a good dribble up the lane, solid look, but she just couldn't execute.
Great pass by Ledgerwood, even caught Brown off guard, and she'll get another and one.
And that's the type of finishes right there that's going to help Ella Brown have an incredible night. It's those types of buckets where you just need to make that shot.
I mean, I really got to get credit to Jessie Ledgerwood there. The pass was so good, it caught Brown off guard. And she's able to put it up, gets fouled, and she'll complete her third and one of the afternoon. It's only the second quarter.
Certainly a prospect for a good night tonight.
Long pass.
What a lob.
Knocked out by Brown.
That's back to the Pride. Those types of passes, we saw that in the last game as well with the Pride's men's team. And, it seems that the long pass is a renowned method here for the Indiana University Columbus Red Pride.
Donaldson will give it over to Starks. Starks loses it, and it'll be kicked out, and that will be Grenadier ball. Another turnover for the Red Pride.
And, just with all the stellar play from the Grenadiers, we have a 36-22 lead in the second with 7 minutes left. Certainly not the momentum
Star's
the Pride
drive. She has a lane, wide open lane. Lexi Starr able to get two more, and the Grenadiers are going to keep adding on here early. Starr almost able to snatch that out, but Donaldson will bring it up. Donaldson looking to find a pass. She'll drive up, and she'll be blocked by Brown, and it will be Grenadier ball.
Brown just had a great stuff. Another player with a really long wingspan. Brown is very, very dangerous on the defensive side of the ball with those long arms. Complete animal when it comes to blocking. We have Sweeney inbounding the ball. She'll be looking to do something to this offense, whether it's shoot, pass, or all of the above.
And we got Carly Higgins taking the place of Brown. Ella Brown is a freshman, but she's been a staple of this Grenadier offense. Mills and Higgins are trying to find some air under their wings. The pass out to Sweeney. She'll take a three just off.
Yeah, the spacing there was great. Great look, just couldn't execute.
Good to see both Mills and Higgins getting some time on the court here when the Grenadiers have such a sizable lead, as that is missed, and it will stay with the Crimson Pride.
Just really not a great take there by number 10. But I understand where that was coming from. McFarland will be looking to bounce back from that one on this possession.
Grenadiers, I mean, this is exactly what you want to do, is that will go the Grenadiers' way.
Yeah, with the Grenadiers getting the ball back, we are at 38-22 with 6 left in the second. So far, the Pride, they are looking for a spark. They need a few defensive stops, and they really need some momentum to swing their way if they want to have a chance in this ball game.
Starr once again looking for a lane. She'll pass out to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood for three is good! Jessie Ledgerwood!
Yeah, what a rip from her. That was just a crazy good shot.
We've seen Ledgerwood do that time and time again. A really dynamic player for the Grenadiers.
Oh my God, and the
As
steal.
able to get the steal there. She'll drive up, has a lane, rebounded by Sweeney. Actually, Starr able to take it over, and she'll pass it out of bounds.
And what was I saying about Sweeney? Right place, right time. She is a game changer for the Grenadiers. Seems we have a substitution change here, though.
It'll be McKenna Wilson.
That's an interesting
bringing
sub
it
after.
in for Ledgerwood.
It's an interesting sub right there. I mean, wouldn't you think that you'd want to keep it number 5 just off of the crazy good play she just had?
Well, with a 19-point lead at this point, I say we rest a player like Ledgerwood in case things get a little dicey.
Yeah, that's a fair evaluation, and I agree with that.
It will be a 10-second violation against the Red Pride, and it will be right back to Grenadiers ball. And I mean, the Grenadiers offense can do no wrong as of right now, as Starr will bring it up for the Grenadiers.
One could say that they are on fire indeed, as they just have great spacing and their shots are knocking down.
Over to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to drive. Pass to Wilson right under the basket. What a play from the Grenadiers once again.
What a good look by Sweeney. That was just a crazy assist right there. She had every right to drive it there and take the bucket for her own.
And Sweeney able to get the steal. She's all by herself. Carly Sweeney puts up 2 more.
Folks, we may see a Sweeney career game here tonight as she is balling out in this
long
first
pass by
half.
Starks.
Oh, but what a pass by
Donaldson.
number 20. That was really finesse right there. Wow.
Collins over in the corner to Gilly. Over to Embry.
Oh, what?
And they miscue there. Higgins is going to take it. She'll go, slow things down as she lost. Pass over to Starr. Starr able to...
Jump ball incoming. Oh.
Not. Sweeney able to stay with it. Pass out to Wilson. Over to Mills. Grenadiers keep possession. I don't know how, but they do. Mills is going to drive towards the basket and not able to complete it. But Starr right there, she'll put the finishing touches on the point.
You got to love the space in there by Starr. She was in there. She knew she had to get that rebound, so she was there. She got it and got the easy putback.
Starks is going to drive up. She's looking for a lane. Blocked by Wilson. It'll be Sweeney to bring it up. Grenadiers lead by 15, looking to pull away even more. Sweeney wide open 3, just off. Wilson not able to get the rebound. It'll be Donaldson to bring it up for the Red Pride. And I mean, these are the games that, as a Grenadier fan, you just got to love to watch. So far in this first half, complete domination by the Grenadiers as Starr will bring it up.
Yeah, you don't say it.
Pass over to Wilson. Wilson thought about a 3, won't take it. And Sweeney's going to call a timeout.
You know, everything's just been on point for the Grenadiers tonight, and it just keeps continuing to go their way. 47-22 with
will still be Grenadier ball here. It'll be Lindsay Werner to pass it in. Grenadiers lead 47-22, exactly the start you want if you're the Grenadiers, as Lexi Starr will receive the pass in. Be Higgins instead of pick. She'll get the pass back over to Werner. Werner will drive. Mid-range is good.
What a fantastic play. The loop arounds by the guards is great, and then the finish by 25 was just fantastic.
Collins looking to bring it up. Grenadiers do a great job of keeping the Crimson Pride on their side of the court. They forced one 10-second violation and a travel called against the Crimson Pride. Brings their number of turnovers to 9. We're not even at halftime yet.
And, you know, you have to applaud the Grenadiers where credit is due. Collins for the Pride is a lethal shooter, and they've been doing a fantastic job at limiting those opportunities.
Pass over to Higgins. Back out to Starr. Starr over to Stapleton in the corner. She'll drive up. Pass back out to Higgins. Higgins will drive. Pass to Starr. Thought about a 3. Won't take it. Over to Wilson. Wilson will take the 3. Just off. But Stapleton right there for the rebound. Pass over to Werner.
You got to love the ball movement
Werner will drive up. Another mid-range. Just off. Rebounded by Tatlock.
Yeah, solid rebound there by the Pride, and now it's back in Collins' hands. It'll be interesting here to see what she does
That's a good screen set and an easy shot for Collins.
Nothing but net for her on that fantastic two.
That's really the first good offensive possession we've seen the Pride have in probably about 6 minutes of game time, and that really says something about how the Grenadiers are playing. Stapleton's going to drive. Good pass to Werner right under the basket. She'll put up 2 more.
The Grenadiers are just on fire right now with 51-24 and a minute 30 left in the second. This team is just dominating the Pride tonight. It is just, you could argue it's taking the Pride out of them.
Campbell. Campbell, long three, won't go.
A tough
Star
miss.
Able to grab it. And if I'm a member of the Crimson Pride right now, I'm just hoping for halftime so I can talk about how something's got to change, because whatever's going on right now is not working. Grenadiers have had the Crimson Pride's number on every possession, it seems like, in this second half. Pass out to Collins, thought about a three, won't take it.
Yeah.
Pass over to McFarland. McFarland does take the shot, and Higgins right there for the rebound. Quick pass over to Starr.
To see the Grenadiers pull away with this game would have to entail two things. It would have to entail that they keep up this momentum after that drawn foul, and it's also going to mean that at halftime, they're just going to have to hope that that locker room conversation with the Pride doesn't turn things around, because that seems to be a common theme in sports nowadays. As you know, there's plenty of teams that go into an event, or into halftime, I should say, with that lead that everyone so wants, but then comes the second half and then things just go AWOL for said team.
Well, the single most dangerous thing in college athletics is momentum. And right now the Grenadiers have all the momentum they possibly could have. What they need to be careful in halftime is they can't get comfortable. When you get comfortable, that's when you get bit, as Collins is going to drive up. So the Grenadiers just need to keep focused. They need to keep applying the pressure, foot on the gas, and they'll come away with a victory here tonight if they do those things.
Yes, very well said. They need to keep up this vigilance that they have been just pounding on the Pride with this first half of the game.
And the Grenadiers are going to be able to take the last shot. They'll pass it over.
Fantastic
over to
passing
Higgins.
here.
Over to Stapleton. They're just going to pass it around. Werner not able to get the shot, but that is going to stay with the Grenadiers with .8 on the clock. And, I mean, they can't do anything wrong. Even when they miss a shot, they get a turnover.
I mean, as you saw by number 32, the effort to get it inbound and get off the last leg of shot was there, but she was just too slow, and the
quick pass into Higgins.
Away.
Higgins right there does not complete the point, but the Grenadiers can't ask for much more going into halftime. They lead 53-26.
You know, it's crazy. This game started off as a three-point shootout.
Lindsay Warnett passing it over to Taylor Treat. Back over to Sweeney to start this third quarter. Grenadiers lead 53-26.
Yeah,
Pass over to Lexi Starr. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for the Grenadiers. Starr able to drive through, able to get her own rebound, reset the shot clock by herself. Pass over to Sweeney.
Yeah, she had a great
Over
look
to Wilson.
there.
Wilson thought about three, won't take it. Pass over to Starr in the corner. Pass to Warnett right under the basket. Spin, turns, in and out. Tough break for Warnett there.
A tough miss by Starr originally. She had a great look originally, got her board, and just couldn't execute that play. With the lead they have, they're not looking to stress that play too much. Move on to the next one.
Be Starks bringing it up. She'll step out of bounds. Grenadiers catch a bit of a break there. Stark has been a dynamic player for the Red Pride so far tonight. It will be Taylor Treat to bring it up the court for the Grenadiers.
The name of the game on this drive is going to be spacing, and Sweeney looks to get that underway, but
Long
25
pass out to Warner for three. And I mean, the Grenadiers still surprise me with pretty much every possession, as Lindsay Warner able to get the three.
25 with a fantastic look on that shot. That was just a great play, in and out. Great look from everyone in that offense right there, and a fantastic finish from 25.
And a quick foul will get the Grenadiers back the ball. Long pass out to Warner.
Back to 25, Warner. She'll be looking to make tres numero dos.
And a great pass from Treat, being pushed out of bounds. McKenna Wilson right under the basket, able to put it up. And the Grenadiers still cannot be stopped, carrying over the momentum well from the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, just judging off of these past few plays, I have a feeling that this might be over before it even started for the Pride. But
and a long three.
I might have just been proven wrong. That was a really nice shot.
Starks has been one of the few bright spots for the Crimson Pride, as Warner just off. Sweeney able to get the rebound, pass out to Treat for three. Taylor Treat hits the three.
Just fantastic play, in and out there. Just great defense and a great get back from the Grenadiers.
It will be McFarland to bring it up for the Crimson Pride. She's looking for a lane. Can't find one. We'll pass it over to Starks. Starks trying to create some distance.
A solid switch by Sweeney.
And she'll miss right
yeah.
off the bottom of the backboard, as Sweeney and Baker both go down hard. A foul called.
It drew the foul, so I guess it
didn't
matter too much, but you got to wonder, was that the right call there for number 3 to go for that shot?
Collins long toss out to McFarland, pass.
Number 3
back
didn't
over to
really
Collins.
have the good look there. It makes you wonder if a pass would have been better. A nice steal there, though, from number 25, Lily Warner.
The ball is going to stay with the Crimson Pride, and not much going for the Crimson Pride. They trail 61-29. Quick pass in, pass back to Collins. Collins looking to create some space. Over to Starks. Starks mid-range. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Starr, who's able to save it, but it will be back into the hands of the Crimson Pride. But Lindsay Wernick able to take it over. She'll pass it out to Sweeney.
Man, besides the defensive tandem that just happened there, that was a solid look by Starks, but the execution was just non-existent there.
Starr, short range, won't make it. Rebounded by Collins. Collins will bring it down the court for Columbus. Looking to create some sort of play. She'll pass out over to Starks. Starks.
You know, in order for the Crimson Pride here to really get back into this game, they're going to need to start hitting some threes. And it's going to make you think if their head coach is, he might have a plan here to integrate some plays to start getting their perimeter shooters more action.
Long two, won't go. Warnett able to get the rebound, pass out to Treat. Treat thought about a shot, won't take it, she'll drive. Pass it back out to Warnett. Long pass out to Sweeney, won't take the three. To Wilson right under the basket. She'll turn, shoot, and score.
Yeah, what a great body up right there by number 44. That was just a really good post play.
And it'll be Tatlock to bring it in.
It's the points like that, those
Pass
simple
back.
twos, that'll keep you up in this game and keep that lead growing.
Back to Baker, over to Collins. Collins looking to draw something up, down to 10 seconds on the shot clock for Columbus. Screen set by Tatlock, and a foul called. That'll be against Taylor Treat.
It's going to be interesting to see here with this inbound, whether they see. I wonder if they're going to try to do some sort of play where they're going to get around the. Seems not now.
Pass out. It'll be to McFarland. McFarland trying to find some lane, won't find anything. She'll try and drive. She'll back up. Pass out over to Baker, and Baker will be fouled. It'll be an and one opportunity.
A solid opportunity here for 3 by the Crimson Pride. However, it makes you think, is going for that interior bucket right now the best thing to do while you are down by 32 points?
I think the Pride right now are looking for any real thing to get them going, as that and one attempt will not be completed. Sweeney, long pass over to Ledgewood. Pass to Warner right under the basket, and you can't draw it up much better than that. Easy 2 for the Grenadiers, and they push the lead back out to 34.
The cold weather seems to be affecting the Crimson Pride right now.
And that 3.
They can't seem to get anything going this game.
Right off the backboard. Warner's going to bring it in, pass it out over to Starr. Starr looking for a lane. She finds one and won't quite finish the shot. Warner able to spin around off the glass, won't make it. And Starr almost able to get the rebound. Instead, it'll be Starks, but Werner takes it right back.
Amazing placement there by Werner. She just was everywhere you needed to be on that play. She just did everything that the Grenadiers could have wanted.
And a foul against the Crimson Pride. That'll be on Starks.
We have a timeout here. For the Grenadiers.
A quick pass into Wilson, takes a shot, won't go, rebounded by Tatlock. She'll bring it down for the Crimson Pride.
Yeah, 44 has been getting away with those big body shots all night tonight, but that one was just not falling for her.
Warner got a hand on that, but knocks it out of bounds, and it will remain Crimson Pride ball. She'll pass it right into Collins. Collins over to Tatlock. Over to Starks. To Baker under the basket. Baker loses it for a second. Tatlock either to pick it up. She's going to drive, and a foul called. Be a foul, I would guess, against Lindsay Warner. And I was right.
Not much of a score change here in the past minute. It seems that we have a complete roster overhaul here for the Grenadiers. Everybody from the lineup being taken out, it seems, except Ella Brown and I want to say Jessie Ledgerwood. But even then, I missed part of that. I could be wrong on one of those, but they just completely rehauled their roster. It will be interesting to see what these guys coming off the bench, these girls coming off the bench can do.
And the second free throw made, so able to pick up one there. But it will be Mills passing it out to Higgins. Higgins over to Ledgerwood. Pass back to Brown, picked up by Mills, back over to Stapleton.
Nice recovery there by 22.
Stapleton over to Ledgerwood for 3. Jesse Ledgerwood for 3.
And the lead just keeps getting deeper, folks. It's looking real grim for the Pride right now. The Grenadiers are just burying the hatchet on this game.
And a good move by Collins, not able to complete the basket, rebounded by the Grenadiers.
Yeah.
Quick pass over to Mills, back over to Stapleton.
You can clearly see
To Brown, wide open under the basket, and it doesn't get much easier than that.
Yeah, you can see visible frustration there from the team, but in particular Collins, especially not after making that layup. You can see her just hitting her thighs out of frustration. It's been a rough night for her. Her shots just are not falling the way she wants to.
Long shot from McFarland will be off the rim, rebounded by Mills. Mills has to get pass over to Stapleton. Over to Higgins. Higgins going to drive, pass it back to Mills. Mills, Stapleton.
And we have an upcoming
Back over to Higgins.
We have an upcoming roster overall here for the Pride, it seems.
Good move by Higgins, able to get her own rebounds. Pass over to Stapleton.
It seems we have 4 players for the Pride about to sub in.
Over to Mills. To Brown under the basket. She breaks through the defenders easily, and the Grenadier lead is up to 40. I mean, have a night.
It's pretty safe to say now that this is looking to just be a career night for the Grenadiers. Hey, you know, before last game started, I'm pretty sure this is the score that everyone thought the last game was going to entail.
Collins will take the 3 off the back of the rim. Brown able to get the rebound. She'll pass it over to Stapleton. Stapleton will drive. Fast break from Stapleton, and she'll be fouled.
She slams her hands on the ground as she is thinking, give me that. Oh. Wait, not quite. Looks like I completely misinterpreted that. It looks like it is Pride ball. As the Pride do a complete sub out of most of their roster, only keeping in number 13, Cora Baker. Jacqueline Starks has been the only player for the Pride tonight to really put up any sort of numbers here with 13 points. After her, Maya Collins, who has been 3 from 9 from the field. Starks has been 3 from 10 for the field. It's been a rough night for this team. Shots have not been falling.
It'll be Donaldson to pass it in. She'll get it over to Campbell.
Moving to the other side of it, though, we have 5 players one of them being on the brink of 10 points, 4 of them already having over 10 points. Lindsay Werner, Jesse Ledgerwood, McKenna Wilson, and Ella Brown each having over 10 points respectively. They're having solid nights so far.
Intercepted by Stapleton. She'll take it to the basket. Pass over to Brown. Brown will score!
Wow, what a take by Brown. That was just a fantastic play, in and out. What an execution by the Grenadiers there. Great passing up.
I mean, 42 points. Quick pass over to Baker.
Wow.
And a warning against head coach Derek Sims. Not sure quite what that is about, but head coach Sims definitely is not afraid to speak his mind. Maybe he saw something, thought maybe a dirty hit on Brown, but he said something that wasn't appreciated, and he'll get a warning.
You have to wonder why they'd call a warning on a team that's up by 42 points right now.
And that
definitely an interesting call.
Hits just off the back, and it will be Grenadiers ball. And I mean,
we have number 3 bringing it up the court. They're going to look to keep the spacing and momentum hot here. However, I don't want to say it's over yet. I think it's safe to say that this lead is
Mills will take the 3 just off the rim. Brown not quite able to get the rebound. It'll be Baker instead. Looking at the scoring breakdown by quarter so far this game, first quarter, IU Southeast was able to put up 23 to Columbus's 20. The second and third quarter so far, the Crimson Pride have only been able to score 6 points in each quarter.
That shot right there by number 13 has been the story for the Pride tonight. Nothing is falling for this team. They just are not making their shots. It's tough to win a game when you can't make your shots.
Almost an and one there from Stapleton, but she is fouled trying to get through to defenders and will be sent to the line. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how big this Grenadier lead can grow as a bit of excitement from the crowd as Katie Daly will check in for the Grenadiers. Another freshman on this roster. It's going to be able to get some playing time due to this big difference in score.
To the nature of this blowout. I was actually just going to say, Zach, I wonder how long before just the stat padding becomes the name of the game here. I'm sure this is a prime opportunity for the Grenadiers to make all of their stats just look a little bit better after today.
And Daly will take the place of Ledgerwood, and she'll guard Donnelly in the opening drive. And that shot not being made. Rebounded by Baker. Second shot not made. Mills is there to pick it up.
Yeah,
pass over to Stapleton. She'll drive to Brown right under the basket, and Brown with another easy two.
That puts them up 78-32. Grenadiers with 20 seconds left in the third, and that's just the story of tonight, Zach. This Pride team is just, they're not getting open looks. They're taking contested shots.
And that ball's going to be stripped by Stapleton. Fast break, she'll drive to the basket, hook shot, and fouled.
And they just can't seem to get anything rolling here. I think it's safe to say this game is over.
I mean, at this point, I'm just interested to see how big this lead can be. Obviously, the Grenadiers showing no intention of slowing down. Foot still on the gas, which is something you love to see.
Oh,
you never want to get complacent. I don't care if they were up 150-32. I'm still putting my foot on the gas. I'm trying to really embarrass the other team, and the Grenadiers have been proficient in every single aspect ever since the first quarter. And I mean, if you were to only show someone the first quarter of this game, you would have thought it was a close one. You would have thought it would have been neck and neck, 20-23 coming after the first. But the Grenadiers, I mean, they scored the last 6 seconds. They scored 30 in the second, up to 27 in the third. And 27 will most likely be all they get as the clock will run out.
80-32 at the end of the third going into the fourth. That is just crazy. Wow.
And we'll see how the Grenadiers are able to cap this one off. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in just a moment. Crimson Pride definitely looking to get something going, as that's not a great start. A travel called on Mallory Gilly for the Pride. It will be Grenadiers ball.
Yeah, we need it. The Pride have a 48-point comeback to make in this fourth quarter with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left.
As Mills will bring it up. Grenadiers have all freshmen in the court as Gilly able to get the steal.
Oh!
will not complete the point.
Can't
Rebounded by Daly. Grenadiers have all freshmen on the court other than Stapleton, who is a sophomore. A lot of youth on the court getting some minutes in this blowout here tonight. And Higgins able to get right under the basket and make this a 50-point lead.
You know, shining some light on the Pride. Yeah, even though that was a great finish by the Grenadiers, 20 had a great
and
breakaway
Stapleton
there.
intercepted once again. She'll bring it all the way to the basket. And the Grenadiers continue to pile on.
Speaking of breakaways.
I mean,
Wow.
somebody might as well check Grace Stapleton right now for a ball magnet. She's catching passes from the other team and is taking them all the way to the basket. As Campbell almost had that ball stolen from her, she'll pass it back.
Going back to our stat sheet,
Over to Donaldson. Donaldson will drive, and she'll step out of bounds. It will be Grenadiers' ball.
Taking a look back at our stat sheet, number 17, Ella Brown. Oh, not number 17, sorry. Number 33, Ella Brown. 17 points, 7 and 8 from the field, 3 and 3 from the line. She's having a fantastic night tonight, folks.
It will be Mills to bring it up for the Grenadiers. Over to Stapleton.
Yeah, at this
To
point.
Higgins, back to Mills, 4-3.
Oh.
In and out, rebounded by Brown. She'll turn around, put it off the glass, and she'll score.
Another dose for Brown, going up to 19, making her 8 and 9 from the field. The name of the game now is just getting this youth some good practice in terms of pacing, scoring, and defending.
It will be Tatlock. She'll drive, and she'll lose it. Daly able to take control, pass over to Brown.
From the freshman, steal right there.
Grenadiers have numbers. Pass it over to Stapleton. Mills. Pass was a little high. She'll stay with it. She'll slow it down. Pass over to Stapleton. Over to Higgins. Under the basket. She'll put it up. Bit too far. Able to get her own rebounds.
Oh.
And she'll be fouled.
She'll look to go to the line, I think, and to get some opportunities there to get possibly 2.
And I mean, this has been a night you don't usually see. Ella Brown is not the biggest point scorer on the court very often, but she's been absolutely fantastic everywhere you need her to be. She's right there, has been able to get rebounds, put shots up, as Higgins will make her first. Harley Higgins up to 3 points, looking to make it 4.
Yeah, that was her first 3 throw of the night.
And that will be just off.
Possibly
Rebounded
her only 3 throw
by
of the
Baker.
night.
It will be Campbell to bring it up. Pass to Tatlock, back over to Baker.
we
Over
could,
to Embry.
you know, Zach, we could possibly see a 30-point performance here from Ella Brown. They're keeping her in on the game right now.
Donaldson, long 2, won't go. And Higgins is just going to let that bounce out of bounds.
Folks, this lead just keeps growing. 87-32 with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. At this point, it's just going to be who, or not who, but how many points can the Grenadiers score?
Pass over to Brown, right under the basket, and she'll score once again.
And she broke the 20-point plane.
Ella Brown, have a night. Don't know if that is her career high in points, but it is the most points I've seen her score as Mills is able to get the steal. And Brown just missed. Pass out to Daly for 3. Just off. Rebounded by Mills. Short range 2, and she'll make it. Grenadiers up to 91.
Zach, those Grenadiers look easy. They just got 3 boards in a row, and that's just the game at this point. They're just going insane.
That pass taken over by Daly.
The Grenadiers.
And Stapleton will bring it. Will she go all the way? She'll pass it out to Mills. Able to keep a handle on it. Pass out to Daly for 3. Just off.
A nearly 60-point lead for the Grenadiers in what is turning out to be a complete and utter dominance of this team from Columbus.
And Tatlock, that is going to be taken over by Stapleton. Pass over to Mills. To Daly. Short range, she'll score! And I believe those are the first career points for Katie Daly, just based off the reaction. It seems like she also has some family in attendance. Great to see her get on the court and put up the first basket of her college career.
Yeah, you love to see it, Zach. It's always fun when a player that just hasn't played at all during the year gets in a moment like this and gets to score their very first bucket. There's no moment like it.
And there will be a foul on Tatlock. Send Higgins to pass it in. Over to Mills. Just about in the last 5 minutes of this game. Mills over to Brown, to Daly.
Yeah, it's time.
Long pass. And Daly just off. The pass was actually to Stapleton. My mistake on that. Daly has the feel for the three-pointer. She's been just off every time. See if she can't make an adjustment as Tatlock is going to pass it over to Donaldson. Donaldson, short range, is off. Rebounded by Stapleton.
Yeah, this team has been stuck at 32 points. The pride has been stuck at 32
Stapleton
points.
to Daly, right under the basket. She'll turn and she'll score.
Her second career points of the night. Love to see it.
Great move by Katie Daly. Great pass by Stapleton. And it's great to see the Grenadiers having a lot of fun here. There's a smile on everyone's faces, but they're still in game mode.
Yeah, a team not having too much fun right now is the Crimson Pride. They have been stuck at 32 points for what seems like forever, and they just can't get the ball in the hoop, it seems.
Good pass by Donaldson. Tatlock will be fouled.
There's got to come a point where you got to think in the coach's head that, you know, you might need a different strategy because this one just is clearly not working.
Foul will be on Brown, and we'll go to a media timeout. Donaldson looking to pass it in. He'll pass it to Baker. Back to Donaldson. Donaldson for three. Just off. Rebounded by Brown. Pass over to Higgins. She'll gather it.
And you know, Zach, hate to beat a dead horse here, but that's just been the common theme of tonight. Just nothing has been falling. This team has been stuck at 32 points for a while now. We have Daly
over to Stapleton, over to Mills. Points. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Stapleton lose it for a second. Didn't seem like there was any real. And Skylar Mills able to get the three. And the Grenadiers are one shot away from 100. And I mean, it's just been a trouncing, a beatdown, any way you want to say it, as that is off. Rebounded by Brown once again. And Mills will bring it up for the Grenadiers.
You know, it's interesting because they've kept Brown in this long. You think that they would rest her with this just insane lead they have, but I have a feeling that they're trying to break some sort of personal record for her as she continues to stay in and ball out.
Stapleton wide open three is good. Grace Stapleton puts the Grenadiers over 100. And they almost have a 70-point lead.
Stapleton herself breaks the 10-point plane, the double-digit plane. And
the pass right to Brown. She'll take it over. She'll drive.
play.
Grenadiers have numbers, but she'll pass it over to Daly, who's wide open for the 2. Grenadiers lead by 71.
And the crowd goes crazy as the freshman just keeps getting buckets.
We have a court full of freshmen and Stapleton who are all putting on a show. Pass out to Embry. Almost made the 3. Rebounded by Brown. Last 2.5. Pass over to Stapleton. Pass over to Higgins. Higgins for 3.
Oh.
Just a bit too long.
Fantastic look, but the execution was not there. But at this point in the game, it's just, at this point, this is just a practice.
And that pass is lost, but Tatlock able to stay with it. Brown putting a lot of pressure on, tries to throw it out of bounds, won't work, and Brown will commit a foul.
If you notice, I think 32 tried to pull a fast one on the defender there. She tried to hit it off of her to go out of bounds. Clearly didn't work. But, could always appreciate the 200 IQ play attempt.
Will be Donaldson to pass it in once again. And another foul call. This one will be on Higgins.
We're under 2 minutes here on the game, 103-32. Grenadiers, wow, this is quite the blowout.
There's something special about this fourth quarter. I don't want to say anything to jinx it. We'll see how it goes at the end of the 4th. I may bring it up if it continues to happen. And that pass almost taken over by Stapleton will slip through. It will be Campbell to try and get something going. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass over to Donaldson. 2 seconds left, 1 second, and a shot clock violation will make it Grenadiers ball.
Zach, I'm interested to see if the Pride are going to actually make another bucket here this game. The Grenadiers are just so dominant right now. I have a feeling that they are just going to keep them at 32.
Pass will go into Mills, who will bring it up for the Grenadiers. Pass over to Daly. Thought about a shot, won't take it. She'll drive. Pass it over to Brown. Out to Stapleton.
Yeah, Stapleton's been having a solid night.
Stapleton to Higgins. Higgins will draw a foul. For a lot of the players on the Grenadiers court, this is the most minutes they have gotten, at least at home, that I've seen. So this, honestly, it seems kind of like a crazy game, not much point to it. But these are valuable college minutes for these younger players that are planned to be a big part of Grenadier teams in the future. And Mills for 3 does not get the bounce, and we're going to be brought down into the last minute. Grenadiers lead 103-32. I would say pretty safely that this is their biggest lead of the season. Tatlock thought about a shot, won't take it. Campbell, she's looking to drive. Pass out to Baker, back out to Tatlock for 3. In and out. Stapleton will gather it up. We're in the last 45 seconds of this ball game.
Zach, going on to your point from earlier, it may seem to many.
And Skylar Mills once again will hit the 3. And look at Carly Sweeney down there jumping for joy. We're in the last 30 seconds or so of this game. And there's nothing I've ever seen done in the game of basketball that the Pride can do. That will be a 3.
Oh, and they actually made some points.
That is a huge 3 that will cut the lead down to 101 for the Pride. But maybe more importantly, as the Grenadiers are just going to dribble this one out, might take a shot to end it.
This is over, folks.
That shot from Donaldson, that three-pointer made, was the first points that the Pride had made in the fourth quarter. 20 in the first, 6 in the second, 6 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and the Grenadiers will come away with an 106-35 victory. They will improve to 7-7 right at that 500 mark on the year. 2-3 in conference. The Pride will fall to 2-14, 0-5 in conference play. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. A great doubleheader sweep for the Grenadiers. This has been Zach Reisner.
This is Jacob Janelle. Thanks for tuning in.
And as always, roll Deers.